Welcome everyone to see what if BFDIA had the same fan base of when it was released. Even though BFDIA is continuing now, its fan base has changed a lot. So now we're going to see how much would the elimination results change if the people had their same old opinions. Let's begin. On BFDIA 6, everything would be the same. Puffball is eliminated, Rocky switches, Woolbunch is up for elimination. But the results might change. These are the people that receive from the fewest likes to the most likes. Rocky wins the prize. But right now that doesn't matter since the most disliked competitor will leave. I think Bombi would receive the fewest likes since even on 2012, he was still pretty liked. I think Coiny and Needle would also survive. And Nickel too, because they three haven't done much to be disliked. Even though Pin is not the most liked competitor, I don't think she would be that disliked compared to the other three. And since Rocky won the prize, it wouldn't make sense that he would be bottom two, so he's safe. Bottom two time, Spongy and Yellowface. Spongy is here because people find him kind of bland, and Yellowface is a racist non-object, which people also don't like. Last one safe is Spongy. Honestly, I don't see a reason why Yellowface would stay. It's obvious that he's leaving. I still believe that since Fiery would want to be loyal to Tennis Ball, he and Gelatin would switch to Freeze Mart to try and get Ruby's Yoyolite, since Yellowface not being here doesn't change that. I also believe even if without Yellowface, Woolbunch couldn't drink the water, I think they would still make a pretty decent loser chamber. But since Gelatin and Fiery are on Freeze Mart to cause havoc, they are up for elimination. Let's see the likes. Even in old times, I think Ruby would get enough screen time and be quite a like contestant to receive the most likes. Anyways, let's begin the elimination. For a reason that I'm still trying to figure out, on BFDI, BFDIA, and early BFB, for some reason, Ice Cube managed to get the fewest votes in almost every elimination. So I don't think this would be any difference. Ice Cube is the first one saved by a large margin. Ruby also got enough screen time to be safe, so she's also safe, I guess. Following through would be Gelatin and Fiery, even though these have caused a lot of havoc in Freeze Mart. Since they are fan favorites, that wouldn't be enough to not even make them bottom two. It's between Book and Pencil. Book is here because people find her quite annoying, and Pencil is seen as very dislikable on BFDIA, much more than BFDI actually. So considering this, Pencil is out. On this timeline, the Fiery speaker box is still here because Fiery is still on the show. But even with this, I think Gelatin would still be able to trick him into putting the glasses that invert the color, making the team Woolbunch up for elimination. Alright, who is getting the most likes? I think that would be Rocky. I still believe Bombi would receive the fewest votes, since on BFDIA he was still pretty liked. Followed by Needle and Coiny, which also don't have many haters. Even though some people might find Nickel annoying, I think he also doesn't have enough haters to be eliminated. Same thing goes with Rocky. Even though some people might find him very bland, he still has enough fan base to make him safe, which leaves Spin and Spongy. Pin is here because she's seen as very bossy, and Spongy is bland. Although I thought Spongy would be leaving, now that I think of it, maybe Pin is the one that has the most likely leaving. Why? Because eventually Spongy told the backstory of why Coiny was so mean to him, and Pin was still quite bossy, so she's still out. Nevertheless, I believe this voting would be very close. I think Gelatin would be a bit bored of being on Freeze Mart, so he would switch to Woolbunch. But Fiery would stay on Freeze Mart because he wants to be loyal to Tennis Ball, and he doesn't have to be afraid of being eliminated because Book can eat up all the votes. Anyways, even with Gelatin switching, I still think Team No Name would be up for elimination. I think this elimination was one of the easiest. I think Tennis Ball would win the prize and would get the switch token thingy. Anyways, onto the dislikes. Tennis Ball and Gelatin would be able to be the first one safe. This leaves Fries and Golf Ball. I don't think this voting would be even close. Even though Jack and Jellyfy might have been able to save Golf Ball by using Match and Puffball, this time she wouldn't even stand a chance. Ice Cube's still here to make the glorious face. Everyone switches to Freeze Mart except for Fries. But remember, Golf Ball's eliminated, so Tennis Ball wouldn't have used his swap token anymore, which means he would have eventually would be able to change the course of the entire game. But Fries still managed to beat all of them. Well, this is truly cramped. The least liked contestant would be Book, and the most liked contestant would still be Rocky. Oh yeah, and sorry for putting Gelatin twice. I fixed it. Again, because of a mysterious reason I still don't know, which makes Ice Cube be the first one safe almost every time, she would still be the first one safe. Followed by Bommy and Gelatin, which get few votes. Ruby and Fiery are also quite liked, so I think they would also be safe. Coiny and Nickel haven't done much to be hated, which means that I think they would be safe as well. Same thing goes to Needle and Spongy. Lastly, I think Tennis Ball would be safe, leaving Book and Rocky. Book is seen as very bossy by the viewers, and Rocky, you guessed it, does nothing. I don't think this voting would even be close. Rocky has a very large fan base that would save him. This thing is what Book lacks, and what makes her be up for elimination. So yeah, viewers, thanks for watching this episode. So next episode, aka part 2, will come out when BFDIA 15 releases. So until then, bye!